Hello and welcome back to another episode of Farming Life at La Forge. For those of you who are new here, my name is Laura and this channel is all about our farming lives here in France. So in today's episode I will be catching you up on what has been going on over the past few weeks. So basically we've been doing a lot of filming but haven't been able to get everything out edited in time. So I will show you guys that Dad has been building a wall out at the back of the big cattle shed. So I'll show you that now first, and then he is starting to make a machine on the back of the Ford 7000, so I'll show you guys that. And also we will be showing you our straw bedder chopper that is on the back of the 4630. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you can ring the bell notification so you don't miss out on any future episodes. And also if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up.
So here I am again now with my digger, getting ready to dig the trench and the holes with my new Holland 110. And that goes flying around to other farms. We load bales, everything with it. Okay, so the only problem we had wasn't a problem really, it was just not nice, was this. You had to twist this knob back and forth to open and close the 4-in-1 bucket, or the grab, or the bale grab, or whatever, and again, even your wrist would be awful tired. So I took off the wheel one day, found the valve chest, and I made up a manual lever here, and I open and close it this way. It's a lot better, and we just made a little place there then to hold the quick release, and it's all there out of the way. That there is from my lunchbox, or when I'm parking it up I take the beacon light off and just stick it there. But that's the only problem, not a minor thing. But I just didn't like it, so we bolted that up solid, and we brought up linkages from the valve chest to there, and I find it handy around us. So we're 3/4 of the way there. Okay, we've got some of these rails up for the division here for the cattle, and another bit of backfill. There's 2 more poles to go up.
So here behind me we have the wall finished. So you've seen Dad putting up the poles, then we just put on galvanized sheets onto it and set up an electric wire fence, just because especially if there's bulls on either side of it, we don't want them trying to get at each other and fighting. So the fence will just help protect the wall a bit as well and keep them in. So the reason that Dad actually put up this wall, basically we are here at the back of our big cattle shed. So if you remember in one of our old videos, I showed you guys Dad opening up little windows, so for air ventilation onto the shed, and also we then added this, so basically just to split the field into two parts. Why he made it like this is for the simple reason that we already had everything for it. We could have bought girders or bought other stuff, but we already had all the telephone poles and the galvanized sheets on our second farm. So just to kind of get rid of them, reuse them, and yeah, make them actually good for something. That's what we ended up in the shed. There are currently cows and calves on the other side of the wall now. So basically it now divides us that in the winter, when all the cattle are in the shed, we can still let some of them back out on the finer days. Just not to be having them in for a long few months. Cattle don't really like it, they like to get out and about. So when it is dry enough in the fields, like it is now actually, and when it's not raining and it's not too cold, we can let the cattle out some days, and then they can just leave the door open into the shed so that they can just run in and out themselves. And if it is a really wet day, we can then just leave them in, or if we're getting really cold nights, we can then just lock them in the evening, and we can feed them in the shed, but they still have out here to come walk. We just have this, so we call it a French gate, so it's a barbed wire gate. So we have a spring electric fence either side. Don't know if you can see the cows out there at the back of it. So just a basic barbed wire gate fence. We have also attached some square wire down there, some bale wire, just so that any calves don't go running through it. So I don't know if you can see there, that's the back of it, going the whole way down to the big shed. There's just cows and freshly calved cows, so I'm not going to go into the field because I haven't got a stick. But yeah, that's them done. So basically this is separating east and west of the field. So you go, just our galvanized sheets. So that's the wall. Hopefully we might be able to do another one again on the other side. So this one here is attached into one pen there. There's actually two pens that can come out here. And then there's another pen there, and we have another shed down at the end of that field. The end of that shed, sorry, there's another shed not attached on, but just beside it, that can have access to that field as well. So if this one works out well this year, the plan is next year when it gets fine, we're going to cut along the top. It doesn't need to be that high, just to tidy it up a bit. And if it does work well, then we have enough material to be able to build another one on, so then we can let 3 pens out at a time rather than 2. But it's just nice for the cattle to have a run of a bit of a field. So yeah, that is the wall done. So now I'm going to take you into the garage. Dad will be filming in there, so you can see what he is building now on the back of the Ford 7000.
Okay, this is my blower. I'm making up for blowing spray over the cattle to get rid of ticks and lice. So I'm going to put this sprayer here on it, into the pot. Don't know if you can see it. So I took it off the mess over the other night. So I'm going to put these 2 stands on it. They're all bits of feeding barriers. So I have to bend these up so they fit on there and wire them on, and then put this on. So I have the frame on for the tank. Running around 4 little links. Chains here. It straps down. Straps came with the tank. I had that tank a long time. Luke bought it back in Ireland one time. And hopefully when the kettle shed, I will put the tank on, and then I have to fix up the spout and then try it. Well, I took off the yoke there for 4 pipes for the base door, so I just put a bit of mesh over that so nothing will go in big into it, and then try it out.
So now Dad is going to give you a quick overview of our straw chopper bedder that we have here on the back, just the one that we're using for bedding the sheds here behind me.
Okay, this is my straw bedder, a Lucas Castor 60. Actually had this machine in Ireland, bought it brand new off W.B. Doherty Farm Machinery in Lusk, County Dublin. I bought it first, but I found bedding bulls in Ireland very dangerous, and mainly I fed silage because I wanted something to do both, and I only had this 4630 in Ireland at the time. Loved that tractor. Still use when I'm feeding cattle here. Midwinter it gets about 2 hours a day, every second or third day bed, and it's grand and handy in around sheds because you have a great lock. So there's 2 speeds on it. Here I mainly just use it for straw because so I have it on the fast one. There. It's electronic, which I don't like, but it never gave any bother, so I can't complain. I put this step on it then, here, folds down. You have to get into it when there's a bale on the back, it's awful hard. Put that on it there. And I also made it, before when I got you had to work all the controls from the back, so now I can work them from here. I'll have to get a stand for the camera to show you, or get Laura to hold it, but I can work it here, take off the net and everything, no bother. That's the inside of it. You'll have to check the chains, the tension on the chains about twice a year. Other than that, you'll have problems with the chain coming off the cogs. But the shoe rotates around, you can actually bed all the corners and everything, no bother. The shoe goes right around, and it's 22 years old now, so it's not too bad. And that's not a 6-foot bale, but I'll be bringing over 6-foot bales now. They're nearly 7 foot actually. It should hold. That's not a good picture. Okay, we have bought her trough, or as the French call it, an orge, and that's the trough we have to put into the creek feeder. Went up to get a galvanized one, but it was not as strong at all. That's a good big heavy trough. It's made out of 3 mil, maybe a bit more. Very heavy, you won't lift it. You'd run away with the galvanized trough. Plus, that trough has 3 legs, and the galvanized one has only 2. So, and it also has adjustable legs, they fit onto it. So, I have to bring in the other one now one of the days and just get it ready for the spring. time of the year now without doing all these jobs. And the way the weather is going, the kettle is being shorter.
So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.